Hello! I am now filming the intimidating TBR tag, which was created by Lindsay Ray, who is amazing, and if you haven't checked her out, please do. And then I was tagged by She Might Be Monica, who is also amazing. Definitely check her out as well. This tag has been popping up everywhere within the past few days, actually, and I really enjoyed looking through all of my books because it's a very rare occurrence that I actually take apart my bookshelf and just look at the different books that I actually own. So it's a very refreshing thing, just being like, oh, I have all these books that I'm so excited about, and even though these are really intimidating, I am still really excited about them. So here we go. 1. What book have you been unable to finish? I want to say it's been almost 3 years that I've been dabbling through Tales of the Unexpected by Roald Dahl. These are some of his adult short fiction pieces, and they're all just compiled into here. They're all about like 20 pages each. They're super easy to read. I really enjoy them. I read the first half of the book about 2 years ago, and then I read maybe 1 or 2 of the stories since then, and that's basically it. Definitely something that I want to continue. It's been on my bedside consistently throughout those past 2 years, and just haven't been reading it. 2. Which book is a book that you just haven't had the time for? Philip K. Dick's A Man in the High Castle. I started reading this like 6 months ago, was really enjoying it. It's not that long of a book. You would think that I would be able to finish it, but it's very dense. And I haven't had the time to actually just sit down and be able to read like 10 pages at a time and fully just comprehend the story and really immerse myself. So, that one. Number 3, what book haven't you read just because it's a sequel? Scarlet. Scarlet. I haven't read Cinder in like 2 years, and now I want to read Scarlet really badly. I want to get back into the series, but that means rereading Cinder. I don't want to do that right now. Saga. I need a full day to reread the entire Saga series because I know the story. Brian K. Vaughan is a wonderful writer, and I know the story. It is in my head, but I want to reread all of them. Every time I read the next one that comes out, I reread all the ones that came out previously. So I want to read 1 through 4 before I read the 5th one. Just haven't done it yet. Number 4, a book you haven't read because it's brand new. The author of this book sent this to me, The Yoga of Max's Discontent, about a month or 2 ago, and I am trying to get through it right now, and I'm just not reading it because I have other things that I was currently reading. It's a brand new book though. It comes out May 3rd, and I'll definitely have it finished by then, and I will have a review up. It's something I've really been enjoying. It's just been hard to get through because I have older books that need to be read. 5, a book that you haven't gotten to because you didn't like a book that you read by that author previously. Neverwhere by Neil Gaiman. Really loved The Graveyard Book. Didn't like Coraline so much, so now I'm nervous about this one because this one's like probably the size of both of those put together. It's also a YA book, I believe, as opposed to a children's book, so it's a whole different medium. I'm nervous about it. The same goes for, here it is, The Ocean at the End of the Lane. It's an adult book, I believe, and it's super short, but I haven't gotten to it because I'm nervous about Neil Gaiman's work. Number 6, a book that you're just not in the mood for. I have so many of these, so many that I know are gonna be so amazing, but I just haven't been in the mood for them. White Noise by Don DeLillo. Look at how beautiful this cover is. I've tried to read it multiple times. It has to do with advertising and marketing, and I'm so into that. It's written in a postmodern way, and I love that, and I know I would so enjoy it, but I just haven't gotten into it. The Brief Wondrous Life of Oscar Wilde, another thing that I know I would really enjoy. It's about a Dominican boy who's super nerdy, and he lives in America, and it's just everything that I would love and just haven't just read it. I don't know why. Everything is Illuminated. Know I would love it. Have been trying to read it since 9th grade. Can't get into it for the life of me. Just can't do it. 7, a book you haven't read because it's humongous. David Foster Wallace's Infinite Jest. I got a little bit of a chunk through it during the summer. I made an entire syllabus for it so other people can join along with me. I was so excited to read it. Didn't read it. It's humongous, but I will read it. It's one of my major goals. I believe I made it a New Year's resolution as well. So we'll get done eventually. It's really good so far. The next one is a book you haven't read because it was a cover buy that turned out to have poor reviews. And I picked The Fountainhead by Ayn Rand, and by no means is this the most beautiful book that I own at all. But I picked it because I read like a tiny bit of it so far, and I have really enjoyed it so far, and I do want to continue with it eventually. But I put it in here because John Green said something about it in his most recent video that kind of turned me off from reading it a little bit. He doesn't seem to like it, but I know that my opinion is my own, and I could really like it even though John Green doesn't like it, but it still has that little bit of a ugh for me now, because now I'm nervous about it. Other people didn't like it. What if I don't like it? Other people's opinions, man. Nerve-wracking.
Should I read The Fountainhead? But there are so many good books. What's your opinion?
So yeah, super nerve-wracking. Number 9, what is the most intimidating book in your TBR pile? Probably House of Leaves, because it's a book that's written very interestingly. There's just like so much content, and then also like so little content on some pages like this. So I'm kind of nervous about it just because it seems a little bit hard to read. It just seems different to read, and different always seems more difficult, even though it might not be more difficult, just different. And different can be great too. I've heard such wonderful things about this. Number 10 is, who do you tag? And I tag everybody basically. Like I said, I've seen a lot of these popping up, and I would like to see more of them pop up because it was really interesting, and it's great looking through your TBR, and everyone should do that once in a while, I think. Sorry if I sort of rushed through this. The battery thing is beeping at me, and so much pressure kind of scared me a little bit.